What is going on, friends and fam? It's Friday night, and we're at it again. Day 928 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. Let's get into it. See you in a moment.
Some night when the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Hey. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate.
It's Friday. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man.
Looking for another way.
I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's Friday night, day 928 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show, and we're going to get into it just like we do every single day. So grab that popcorn, subscribe, ding the bell, let everybody know where you are tonight, and every night, 10, 10:30, wherever the frig, 10:41, whenever the show starts. I lost my car of 8 years yesterday, so today was a little off. I didn't have a car. I'm trying to figure things out. I haven't dropped a piece of content for you guys in 4 days. Yeah, I'm sorry. Not that I don't have content. I got 50,000 pieces of content on my phone. Who's had time to work on it? Not this guy. I don't have a freaking car. Good thing about this, there's one silver lining. There's always a silver lining. I got to spend the entire day with my kids today. It was awesome. You know, it's hard for me to even think about the last time I was able to spend the entire day with them, you know? Because I'm always going to run to an appointment, and I have a client here. I got to go to the office and get paperwork for tomorrow's client. And I couldn't go anywhere today, you know? I mean, I did go this morning and, you know, I borrowed my wife's car so I can go and do a few things, but that was when everybody was doing other stuff. So, but at the end of the day, we're a one-car situation right now, and it's been interesting for the last day. Just today is the first day. But anyway, I'm going to figure it out. Bottom line is that car is shot. I mean, here's the bottom line, like literal bottom line. I love the car. It's a great car. And if I didn't have 252,000 miles on the car, then maybe it would be worth putting money into it. But because I have 252,000 miles on the car, you know, spending literally just to get the thing back on the road, it's like somewhere, not even back on the road. Hold on, let me rephrase that. To get the car to be like able to test drive it, to make sure that that's all it needs, is $2,000. What? Just to get it to see if it can be possible to drive again. Then the other thing is like my boots on the front axle, both of them are shot. The guy was like, that's another $2. I'm like, what? And then I said, well, this is a question I had for him. If I have to do the transmission, because my feeling is it's the transmission. I got 252,000 miles on the car. transmission's going at some point. But what if it's not now and I do all of this and in 1,000 miles I have to do the transmission? How much is that? $7,000. So I'm like, you know what, guys? I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. I told him to just let me think about it over the weekend, but I think I'm just going to take it back to my house here, and then I don't know what to do. But I'm not going to throw like potentially $11,000 into a car that, because I have 252,000 miles on it from 2013, you know, it's not going to pull a lot of money in the open market, you know. So let's just do crazy math. I don't even know what Blue Book value would be on the car, but my feeling is you don't come back money positive, you know. So after 8 years with my car that I loved, let's get it a woohoo for a final time. Woohoo! Yeah. I'll miss that car, but it's just a car. And realistically, you know, I've gotten 8 really good 252,000 miles of use out of it. And, you know, you got to, at some point, things come to an end, no matter what, right? But, you know, it also made me realize, like, I have no interest in doing the same thing. Like, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I want to keep it simple. If I go to another car, I'm keeping it simple. Oh, realtor, you need to show up, and I don't give a crap. I'm a really good real estate agent. I don't need to show up in some car that says I'm a really good, oh my goodness, he showed up in a, no. I'm going to show up in a freaking car, got me there, 4 wheels, safely. I showed up. How you doing? Ooh, that's an economical car, Mark. Yeah, it is. What the freak do I need all the other crap? Like, seriously, I get behind the wheel. Because I had a Ford, I had the Outbacks, I had, you know, a Nissan in high school, I had a Ford Escort. My first car ever was a car I shared with my brother, my older brother. It was a Ford Escort, 1986, tan. Oh, yeah. And we had a speaker, a single speaker. But it wasn't in the walls, in the doors. No, it was a single speaker that we had magneted to the emergency brake to ground it. And we hooked up the wires to the head unit. And we were able to listen with a 6x9. Yeah, but we got a Kenwood. Kenwood was known to have a pretty decent bass response. So we did it. But the thing is, you go from this, that, and another thing. Now, that car was very special. You may remember the story I told you before where we there was an issue with the horn. You know, the old, you know, the thing that goes right here on the wheel. That's what you're doing, right? You go and you take your driver's lesson, and he's like, okay, look, if someone gets in the way, you go, toot, toot, you give him a little tooter-rooter. Right? You know where the tooter-rooter is. It's right there. You're here. Right? No, not in the Ford Escort 1986. We couldn't get this to work anymore. My father, the genius that he is, because we were all like, okay, well, let's find a solution to a problem. And he says, you know what, when I was younger, the same sort of thing happened. And we couldn't get the solenoid, whatever the freak words, you know, capacitor or the solenoid. I think some of those words were thrown in there. And we couldn't get it to work. So what we did is we hooked up a doorbell. Oh, really? Right here on the wheel? No, you can't, because when you turn the wheel, the wire will... So we put it here on the dash. So hold on a minute. Let me ask you a question. I'm driving down the road, right? Mrs. Anderson starts walking across with a poodle, right? She's going, yippee, 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 yippee. I go to boop, boop, give her a little tooter-looter, right? What's going on over here? Oh, shoot, forgot. I got to go and ask if Mr. Belvedere's here. Ding dong. It still did a honk, but I had to push the freaking doorbell. Yeah, seriously, doorbell and a 6x9 over here. But I made it work. So I fast forward. I mean, I'm a 16-year-old kid. I got my license. My brother was, you know, we were using that car together. You fast forward, I'm 43 now, you know. And, you know, I had 8 years with this great car. But the reality is most of the times when I was behind the wheel of that car, it didn't feel like any different. You know, I mean, the thing is, it didn't really give me many problems. It was a safe, good. I liked the seat. I had a really cool massage seat going on. That was the reason I got the car. I got the freaking car because of the massage chair, and it's like a feature that was on like 1 out of whatever of that car. And I was like, I found it, and I was like, that's my car for that feature. Yeah. And I don't know, I really feel like if I'm getting another car and I'm going to be junking this one, I'm taking that freaking seat out. Yeah, are you kidding me? You think I'm leaving that seat in the B? I'm not gonna leave it. I'm taking it out of there, put it in the freaking garage till the new car comes. Oh, what did you get? I got a Yugo. Throw that freaking seat out. I'm tossing in the leather massage chair seat. What about the cloth one next to you? I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap. I'm gonna have the leather massage chair. Yugoing it. I went down to a circus with the Yugo. Yeah, they threw a couple of the little guys in there in the back. They're like, they're juggling. They're like, we found a guy with a Yugo. Let's get him. Let's recruit him. We need a Yugo guy on the circuit. We're bringing back the Ringlings, but you can't without a Yugo. So we're wondering if we can hire you to be our Yugo driver. Hold on a minute. So you want me to Yugo drive you to the circus? I can't figure you out. Sonny! Sonny, you drinking coffee? I'm here. I'm at my table, right? Sonny's there, stupid coffee cup. Hey, wait, Sonny. Hold on a minute. So you want the fudge? The fudge is busy. I have no interest in helping you in your schemes. Sonny, they want to fudge to get involved. I can't drive a Yugo. You want me to drive a Yugo down a circus? Sonny, take your stupid fist, push us along, Flintstone style. They're paying me the gig, though. Wait, hold on. What are we talking? What are we talking? Well, you got you offering a fudge. You want to give a fudge like a Salisbury steak dinner? Sonny, they're offering Salisbury's. What do you think, Sonny? Should we take it? Sonny, whisper to me from behind your freaking cough cup. No, Sonny, louder. I can't freaking hear you myself. What are you making, like small ripples in your cough? I can't figure you out, Sonny. I'm here. I'm at my table. You're gonna disrespect the fudge by not giving me the scoop on the Yugo? You go drink your freaking cough. I'm gonna drive my freaking Yugo. That's what I'm talking. Oh, thank you, Gino. Thank you for espresso. This is a nice espresso. Gino, is this a special doc, like edition? You bringing me this special doc? What is this from? Where'd you get this? Venice? Gino got from Venice, a special blend for the fudge. Hey, Sonny, you got a special? No, you didn't get a freaking special. You got special fists. Hey, Gino, I like his special dog. I'm thankful. I just can't help but thinking. I got a hand that's missing something. I can't figure. I don't know. That's right, Sonny. I need a friggin' biscuit. Hold on a minute. I'm putting down my express. Gino, I'm here at my table. I can't figure. You bring me express? You can't bring me Stella Doro. I'm looking for Stella Doro, and you're there. I gotta go and help the other consumers. Hold on a minute. I'm here. I'm the fudge. You can't go disappear into the darkness. I was on the other side of the cafe. Hold on a minute, Gino. I'm fudge. You bring me special dark. Where's my friggin' biscuit? I don't want a bread and basket. You bring me a bread and basket, I'm tossing it at the other customers. Oh, this is a really good egg rollatini right in the fudge. No, I got hit with the biscuit. It was a bread and basket. They bring me a Stella Doro. I go to Stop and Shop, get a bread and basket. I just got my brain. I'm gonna freaking explode. What are we doing here, Sonny? Sonny! You guys cough again? Put the cup down, sonny. I'm here at my table. Oh, thank you, Gino, for biscuit. Gino, dare I ask if I'm looking at a frickin' Stelladoro? That's why I said dare I ask. Hold on a minute, Gino. How dare you? You gonna get disrespectful with the fudge? You didn't bring me biscuit. You bring me sometimes. You either bring me a bread and basket, or you bring me the friggin' mini biscuits like Sonny did. I'm dipping a mini. You can't dip a mini. You ever tried dip a mini? Can't be done. No. Sonny, sip away. Gino, thank you. Go take care of other consumers, okay? Give me a minute. I got an express. Give me the app. Oh, I says a Stelladoro Dipperoo. You can't. You cannot dip a roux in an express. No, don't drip it dry. Gino! I can't figure you, Gino. You can't put a dollop of sugar in the raw in my express. I'm at my table. Gino. Yep. Thank you. Thank you, Gino, for sugar in the raw. Just a dollop. Nope. And we're good. Right? We're here. I'm at my table. I'm at my friggin' table. Oh. Oh my goodness. Glenn, what's up, brother? Oh my goodness. Amber, how you doing? Guys, we're kicking it Friday night. Hammerlin said, hold on a little. Hammerlin said, here for the evening. I got a story for you. Hold on, we're going to do some Hammerlin tonight. Look, I even could do it because I found it in a tape for my mustache. So give me a couple seconds, let's get a hammer jam. Just to give you a little preview, Hammerlin's Able said, we're going to get to that in a minute. Guys, the old Hammer Jam's coming out. We may do Wayne Doppler tonight. We may do every freaking series we have tonight. I just decided. It's the series night. We just do them all. Stuck on Mark? Whatever. We're going to do freaking everything. Batmark versus Supermark? I don't know. That one's tough because I got to go grab all the stuff. It's in the back. I haven't put it on in, a couple months, right? It's been a while since we did the Batmark and Supermark. I haven't done Supermark in a while. We are kind of due for a Supermark visit. You know, here to save the day at Supermark. So I may have to throw on that. I'm not sure yet, but we're going to do something crazy tonight. So I hope you guys stick around. I'm telling you, I'm feeling something. I just freaking lost my car yesterday. I'm letting it all out tonight. You can't sit back and be like, give me a nap. I'm going to drown in my own tears. No, hold on now a minute. I'm going to take this friggin' torch and burn the friggin' place. That's a bad euphemism. What we're going to do is pour water all over the fire. That's not good either. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna just kind of soar into the sky like an eagle. Better, right? That's better. How dare you doing a fire analogy with the things going on over there? You do water, you're just like, everything's going to take a naparoo. No, I'm soaring in the clouds like a friggin' eagle. That's what Supermark does anyway. Soaring through the clouds. You know, I had a problem last time dealing with Dr. Wayne Doppler. And I think we're going to have to deal with him again, Supermark. Look, you can't deal with Supermark. I'm here to save the world, the planet, and society. That's right, we're going through a lot right now, and we need a super. But there's not like, we can get this guy, we get that guy. Yeah, but there's nobody like Supermark. So look, just kind of stick around as soon as I throw that Mark Kent gear on. Hold on a minute. That's right. Mark Kent here. Look, oh my goodness. All right, we just made it up. We're back. WKBAB. This is Mark Kent, and we're riding through the evening, playing the hits. And I just want to thank you again for spending your evening with me. Remember, we can't get anywhere unless we fly together. This is Clark I mean, this is Mark. This is Mark Kent. And remember, during the day I freelance as a journalist. You could sometimes see me at Metropolis International Writers Society. I don't freaking have an idea on this one, guys, but the bottom line is SuperMark. I know I can't say SuperMark. What are we doing? It's Clark. It's Mark Kent. If we're going to do Mark Kent, he's got to be at the office again. It's just funny when I'm making fun of the guy with the herp. We're giving him the herp. Like, what happened over there? What did you do, buddy? And he's like, I'm looking at my phone. What do they say about your symptoms? Oh, you're looking at the CV symptoms. Yeah, that's the same. Look at what happens in the other side effects from you got it. You're going to sit there for a while. Look, SuperMark. Oh my goodness, guys. So the thing is, I don't know what we're going to do yet, but we're going to have some fun. And it starts here. Oh, the other thing I wanted to share with you. Oh, I spent a little time on this pup last night. And I got the action down. I just haven't heard it yet, really. What is going on with that? What the heck? Why is that making noise? The action's a little better. I'm not sure if I'm... change the action and you move the neck, you have to loosen the strings first before you do such a... It's really kind of a dangerous thing to do unless you know what you're doing. I've never really done it much before. No, I don't travel with my guitars. You know, when I'm traveling, it's to go to a real estate appointment, to meet with a client. So I never bring my guitars out of the house anymore. I used to when I was a kid. I used to go everywhere with my guitar. I used to go to parties and everybody would be out, like they'd be like drinking and hanging out and like gallivanting. And I'd just be sitting in a room with my guitar, sitting outside with my guitar playing songs for people. That's all I did. Like if any of those people ever showed up here, I wonder if I can get any of them to ever know this show exists. Just to come by and be like, oh my goodness, you're doing the same sort of thing you were doing back then. Like I was making up songs back then too, just not as good. You know, I mean, I was like young musician just starting out, but my whole focus was to play every day, all day. I spent all my time doing it. I wrote songs and my fingers felt like they were bleeding and I just kept going. It's a weird thing when you want something so badly or you just are so interested in something that you will just fight through the pain. Like I'd put my fingers on the strings, I remember this, and it would be excruciating pain. I would play for 3 seconds, I'd be like, oh my goodness, my fingers are bleeding. They feel like they're bleeding, but they weren't. And I put the guitar down and literally within minutes, I'd be like, I got to play again. I'd grab it and I'd be like, whatever. I was probably like, what's that song? This is what I started with. I don't know how it goes. She wanted beautiful, and you know I'm something beautiful. Oh yeah, we want something beautiful. I remember that was the first song I ever learned, but I don't know it anymore, obviously. But that was, I'd be sitting there trying to play, and my fingers would kill. And I was like, I gotta try again. But when you are like that with something, it's crazy. You know what I mean? It's crazy when that happened. What's also kind of interesting is I'm having a little flashback to something else, which was kind of cool. I remember going up to Keene, New Hampshire to visit my buddy, and with my friends, a couple friends, and we went up to Keene. Never been up there before, and I went to a guitar shop. I just was like, I want to learn how to play guitar like a week earlier or something. I don't know, or I don't even remember what it was. I definitely wasn't playing or didn't have a guitar with me, and I went to a guitar shop, and I sat there, and I heard someone play Stairway to Heaven, which I know you're not supposed to play, but I heard someone playing it well, and I was like sitting there, and I just started thinking. I looked at the guitar. I remember I had this nice guitar on my lap, and I was just like, man, how do you do that? Like, how do you play this thing? Like, I don't even understand. Like, and I'm like one chord. I like one chord. I'm like, you know, and it's amazing when you love the sound of something or you enjoy the process of something, you fight through it and you deal with the pain. You deal with the bleeding fingers and you just keep going. Kind of reminds me of my process here with Renaissance Man. You know, you deal with the daily, you know, nobody knowing that you're alive or the world has no idea that you're trying to save them. It doesn't even matter if they did know, but the idea is they don't. And that's an interesting thing to just keep fighting through. And I do it day after day. Day 928 in a row. I lost my car yesterday. I'm still freaking here. I thought about that today. I'm like, it's like the world is against me. Like, dude, just stop, man. You're never going to get anywhere with this thing. Just focus on real estate and freaking give up. I swear, that's what I feel like from all sides. And I'm like, show's at 10:30. Yeah, it's freaking crazy challenge. I will not give up. No matter what the world keeps trying to force down my throat or say, hey, what are you doing, dude? I'll be here. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth, but I'm going to show up.
come together, and if we don't, it's all the end for all of us. Yeah, we come from the same space. And if you went with me, you'd understand. But you keep pushing me away, and I hope you open your eyes and truly wake up. And everywhere I turn, everywhere I run, everywhere I go, everywhere I turn, I can feel the negativity coming at me. We need to break it up. Yeah, we need to break it up. The time is now. It's on me and you. So what you gonna do is share it with your friends. Let the world know never ends. This show gonna show up every night. Gonna make something come to life every night. So prepare all you want. I'll be here if you open up. You can't change what's coming, no. You can't get ready though. You can't stop the flow, but you can try. You can try. You can try to stop the wave. You can try to stop the tide. You can try, so why not? So why hide? Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up from your slumber. You've been sleeping in the dream world, yeah. You think you're awake, no, you've been sleeping all this time. We're here back in the real world. We're wondering when you're gonna open your eyes and come to your senses. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Hey, Sag, how are you, my friend? Cheryl, how are you? Rose, how are you? Anna, how you doing? Sig, my brother Sig in the house. So good to see you all. You were just a part of history right there. I don't know what the hell I just did. I don't know what I just did. But that's the way every live improvisation goes. And then afterwards, we're like, what? When I edit it, there's a few things I'll pull out. There's one part that I started a verse, and then I was like, ugh. So I just started again. You may have noticed. Sometimes I'm deliberate about it now, where like I know I'm going to pull that part out, so I'll just redo it. You know what I mean? Like I'll start the line and I'll be like, whatever that line was, I was like, you wake up and find yourself there. But I did it off key, and then I was like, right after I let a beat go, and I was like, you wake up and let your mind go. Whatever it is, and then now with that little bit will come out. I already can hear in my head now what bars need to come out. It's getting kind of cool, guys, because what I do typically is I take the whole thing and I'm running through it and I'm pulling crap out. But now I'm starting to, within the live performance, realize that wasn't going to work. Let me see if I could adjust and do something that does work. So when we make this thing a song, it sounds right. You know, and we did sort of that. I don't know if we get there. We'll see. Bonnie, how are you? Good to see you. It is so great to see you all. Anna, Keith, my brother, is here. Keith, I've been dropping podcasts. I got another one coming this week for you. The last one was good. So, in the vein of the song you just heard, and before we go into some more comedy, I want to play what I can't get enough of right now. And this just reminds me a lot of what we just did. It's this society-based songs. Everything I'm writing is society-based. Like, look, we can make a change. We could become a better people, a better country. We could be the world. We can be a better people. Like, we can just touch within ourselves. We have something that we can all connect to. The question is, are we willing to do that, or do we want to continue to hate each other? And I can't stand the hatred. I'm over it, you know? I want to just get back to the love again. And I think that that's why this show exists. And we'll see if sometime someone needs, or you hear anybody online that's like, oh, I can't stand how they're doing this. The control. I can't stand how this society we're living in. Send them this song, guys. Pass them this one right here and be like, yeah, I got you. Here you go. And by the way, next time you hear somebody else who's frustrated about the same thing, share this with them. And before you know it, we may get this song to reach the planet. Here we go. Running on Empty.
That face that is usually covered by her phone has finally made an appearance.
It's amazing thing, controlling everything. They're like, let's get them hooked down on their 5.6 stream. You're gonna wonder if they can feed you everything. You're wondering, can I ever get the truth? No, cause they've hidden in front of you, and you keep looking down. There's a world going on around you, but you're so consumed with the lies. We're running on empty, running on empty, running on empty. We're running on empty. Everybody so sensitive, yeah, their skin so paper thin. No matter what is said, it affects them, and they can't get through their day unless they make a big scene. But God, looking at this lady, she's so mean. She's on the screen, she's, oh, let's just bow down and let's shut down the rest of the world now. Running on today.
Top, get it. At the top, you said you got the whip
Where you going, I don't know, I don't care. As long as I get somewhere before the sun rises. Before I had the feeling everybody's screaming at me. Where you gonna be at 9 o'clock on the dot? Expected you there and you're not. Where you at? I don't care, I'm going home. Cause I'm running on empty. Yeah, I'm over. Hey, he's the game, we control the information. Keep them looking down at the screens. No matter what they do, just keep that information coming. You, no matter how fake it might be. In fact, I'll make it as fake as possible so they cannot go home and take their eyes off it. No, we want them there day and night. No, do what you gotta do, don't stop. You can't go home neither. And we got you overtime, yeah. But you got to get them on mind control. Oh, we're almost there. Feeding little normal, yeah, they're getting stronger. That connection to hate. Oh, gonna unleash them on each other soon. Then we do. An hour later, you can come back and get you something. I'm gonna give it to you later. It's better for me. I don't know, cause I'm gonna dig deep. I'm gonna find something to take you down with. Running on empty. You're running on empty. Yeah, it's the same thing you see when the magician's on the screen, pointing one way, yeah, you do it in the other. Wondering why I can't see where the bunny, the rabbit went in that hop just to pop it out. Got me looking one way, doing something in the other. Holding out one hand, got the stuff in the other, and I don't know why I'm not going undercover, looking in the back end. Cause if you realize what's going on, oh, they got an agenda that they be pushing on, and if you're looking on the surface, you're not gonna find a thing, cause they be hiding it down below. No matter if you put the search query in, you're not gonna find a thing, cause they've been hiding it under your nose, yeah. You gotta look with some crazy codex, you gotta find, yeah, you gotta find yourself some sort of translator to get the information over. I found it in Russian, that I found it, so I gotta find a translator. Oh, I'm gonna do it later. Running on empty, running on empty. Say you're running on empty. Run, 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 run. It's a big game, yeah, they just hold us down like fish. Yeah, they put out the fishing rod and they put their worm on the end. Yeah, and everybody going to try to grab you with that hook and they pull you in. It's no getting away. Yeah, you got to go before it's too late. So truly wake up, and be aware of everything that's going on around you before it's over. And if you start just saying yes and getting in line, I worry for you, cause there's no time left for you. You can't be a yes man, you gotta question everything, and if you don't, I gotta question you. Got my Cadillac, take it right, no looking back. I'm gonna stop by the gas station, fill it up, and go another 500 miles. Then I'm gonna see where I'm at. When you're running on empty, you gotta get up and you gotta make a new memory, because it's gonna get stale right quick. Yeah, and you can pick your moment, you got to stick to it, you got to make the most of it. Yeah. And so you running on empty, you running on to fill the tank. I got behind the wheel, I made my way as far as I go, as far as I can see. And I ain't looking back, no one looking back at me. I'm trying to run away, yeah, but you can't run away from you. No, running on empty. Yeah, you're running on empty, running on empty, and you got no way to get it home before you got to get your mind back, your time back. You ain't getting nothing back, so you got to try to settle back in, settle back in. Running on empty, don't you run it on empty. Running on empty, running on empty. Once you run behind the car, you hope you're gonna go far before the hill drops you down to the bottom. You put it in neutral and you gonna sit behind the wheel. You steer it down the way, hope you get close to the next gas and that. Then you gonna fill the tank and say thank you, my friend, because it was scary. I didn't know if I would get you. It started getting night. I heard a werewolf was howling in the forest. Didn't want to be alone out there. I pushed as hard as I can. Got here in the end, my friend. And every time we turn around, we see someone in the rear mirror, and we're wondering if it's coming getting clearer and closer. We want to take us down. We're on our way out of town. Don't stop me, I don't want you to hold me down. Running on empty, running on empty. Run, 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 run.
And that song right there, it hits the whole way through. Like, I'm like, oh man, but it's really long. Yeah, who cares? That song, every verse, I'm like, I want that verse. I keep thinking about that next verse. Like, you know what I have on Facebook right now? If you go to my Facebook and you check out my...
Controlling everything. Every time we turn around, we see someone in the rear mirror, and we're wondering if it's coming getting clearer and closer. We want to take us down. We're on our way out of town. Don't stop me, I don't want you to hold me down.
Oh, it cut off right there? It shouldn't cut off right there. It should be, hold me down. Like, and you cut it off right? How dare you cut it off right there? That's the best part. The upper note. Whatever that freaking falsetto, whatever they call it. I hit it. And they're going to leave it out? You're going to leave out when I hit it? What's going on over here? Well, it hits the note. Let's stop it right then, Facebook. Zuckerchooched. I got Zuckerchooched on the falsetto. Yeah. I hit the falsetto note. Dead on. Zuckerchooch shows up. He's like, we have to stop this from being seen. If it's seen, then the world may show up again tomorrow. And then will be doomed because they'll no longer be listening to the machine. The propaganda machine, that is. The Zuckerchooch machine. And we won't be listening to the Zuckerchooch, no. But that's why I'm Zuckerchooch. And that's why when the Zuckerchooch comes over and I'm in the middle of playing songs like that, he'll be like, we have to stop this right now. Give him 2 views tonight. 2? My mom? I don't know who the other one is right now, but still, 2 views on Facebook on a daily. Zuckerchooch! But you know what? I don't really care because I hate the Zuckerchooch. I don't care about the Zuckerchooch. You know what I mean? Like, whatever about the chooch. I'm going to keep showing up because we're having a good time. We're playing music like that. That freaking song happened just like the one we did earlier. By the way, I can't wait to edit that song. I got one I'm working on already right now. I haven't gotten finished with. And now you want me to get to that? Like, what are you doing? I told you, I got 77 pieces of content right now ready to go. And none of them are done. You're never going to know what you know unless you go do it or whatever that freak it was. That was like 3-4 nights ago. I'm still trying to edit it. No car. So I'm trying to deal with that. So tonight I may end the show somewhat early so I can get to that content and get something out for you guys tomorrow. I'd love to get something out for you tomorrow because right now it's been, I think, 4 days since I released. Here's the thing that was kind of pisses me off in a way. Okay, so it's been 4 days since I dropped a piece of content and still only 80 views on that awesome song you just watched. That means 80 people know that is, in 4 days, 20 people have been alerted each day. And I don't even know what we had the first day. We may have had 60 the first day, and it's been in 4 days, 5 people a day that are subscribers of the show have been notified. I saw a funny thing on Fache book. Some guy was like 5-finger knuckle punch or some stupid band never heard of in my life. He's like, is anybody else getting berated by YouTube by this band that I don't want to hear? And I'm like, interesting. I've been live for 928 in a row and they've never berated anybody with my content. So that's just an interesting parallel. He's like, yeah, you should figure out how they're doing it and see if you can just get like a day. I was like, I'll take 1 finger punch. I'll just take a finger. You could keep 4. Just give me 1. Give me a nail off that finger, the pinky. Give me the pinky nail. I'll take a pinky nail. And people be like, oh, I'm skateboarding on the pinky nail. That's all we need is like a person to be notified, a new person that, hey, what's this show? Would be nice, YouTube. Instead, we rely on the fact that Cheryl and everybody else is spreading the word, which is what needs to happen. It's a grassroots thing here. That's the only way this will ever happen is what I'm convinced of at this point. And again, if it never is, if it remains us, I'm fine with that. I'll be back tomorrow. So, but I think I think this world needs what we're doing here, which is Keith. Thank you, my brother. If it never is, I appreciate you. But yeah, I think the world needs some positivity right now. They need some laughter. And geez, I dropped 2 Back to the Future Mark episodes and then Running on Empty, and that's the last 3 things. Curious case of Ben Affleck head. That crazy Ben Affleck head. You've heard of the Ben Affleck resonance, right? Everybody's like, this human. No, the Affleck resonance. So much worse. When the Affleck resonance goes green from the blue and it goes into the green, no good. No good at all. I wish I could get scientific on you. But I can't. It's just no good. You don't want to go green on an Affleck. The resonance, it could destroy the planet. It could. You could see, if you've ever seen the movie Star Wars or Spaceballs, where they blow up the planet and then there's just nothing left afterwards. Like, where'd the planet go? That's what could happen. I'm just telling you. You need to understand the Affleck resonance is real. And if he happens to take that gig in 2023 in Australia, takes a flight, private flight, doesn't freaking matter what he takes. If he takes that balloon head on an airplane from Los Angeles, from the Angeles, out to Australia, pole switch. That's it. We're done. North Pole becomes South Pole. South Pole becomes North Pole. And we're all of a sudden dealing with earthquakes. We're dealing with seismics like you've never seen before. You're seeing like volcanoes erupt all over the place. Vesuvius? Yeah, it came back. It's doing it again. Vesuvius is now erupting. And you're saying, like, I gotta run. You're running down the mountainside. You're trying to figure out, where do I go? Maybe I can go into this village, into this hut. No, the hut's made of freaking hay. You don't want to be in there. Keep running, buddy. I wish I didn't eat that sub yesterday. You're saying all kinds of weird stuff to yourself because you didn't eat well. And now you've got to somehow trek the terrain. You're talking like 7 miles here at full speed. You can't stop for a second, even for a breath. There's a little bit of water that is almost, the lava hasn't gotten there yet. It's there now. So you're running still because you're trying to get to a point where you can throw a little bit of water in your mouth while you run because you're getting parched now at this point. It's 3.5 miles in. You don't even know if you're going to be able to get away from this lava because it's the biggest freaking volcano in history. But that's what Affleck had. And so you're running down the hill. You find the ability. This is something that you just in the moment think of. You're like, I got an idea. I see the angle that I'm moving on right now. If I could find the right rock, right, that's almost like flat on the bottom, and I jump at full speed, I could pull like I would say this is more like a Tony Hawk move where you kind of kick the ground out and you do a slideroo and then you slide back. You've seen that in the road, right? Sliding this way and then I'm sliding that way and I'm doing woo, and I do one of these at the end. And when we get down at the bottom, I think I've sped up beyond the mile per hour, lava mile per hour. This is a LPV. No, LPH, lava per hour. The lava per hour, it was up to like 16 that day. And I'm running. I'm the fastest human. I was running 17. I was right ahead of it. And all of a sudden, 3.5 miles in, as I'm just about to friggin' just let go. You'd be like, whatever, dude, lava, take me away, right? I see that rock I'd been thinking of. Jump in the air, full speed. Usain Bolt style. I landed on that rock. All of a sudden, the arms are out. You know, I'm doing a Frankie Avalon, you know, from that movie where he's like, oh, the humunga from down under. That whole thing. He's taking it down. Ginger, whatever her name is there. And she's like, oh. And he's there, Frankie Valli. He's like, I'm the from down under. And he's taking it down. Freaking Pee Wee Herman came out. Yeah, he's saying the bird is the word. And you're like, holy cow, how did that happen? Don't talk to the kid. He's a little weird. He walks around with a comb. That's like a switchblade comb. He's like, yeah, they're calling me Knife. And he's like, nice? They're going to call you nice? Okay, nice. Not nice, Knife. What? Nike? Nipe? What did they say? I forget what it was, but it was a funny part of the movie. Frankie Avalon. Yeah. I forget what the movie was called. Anybody remember that movie? The Humunga? From Down Under. I forget what it was. That was a really good movie. Frankie and Francesca, what was her name? Did anybody remember that? Antoinette? No. I can't think of her name. Affleck. Yeah, when you got an Affleck situation going on, you know, you're starting to to talk about time, space, continuums. And you got people just kind of morphing time in front of your eyes. You got pole switching. Affleck style. He doesn't know what's going on. I told you. He is a crash course planet, somehow wound up here, the gravitational pull of planet Earth, pulled in Affleck. Affleck heads walking around with that resonance everywhere. You got to just, you didn't get an X-ray 8.7? An X-ray 8.7 would give you the transparent colors of the spectrum that'll show you Affleck's energy field. Yeah. I'm sorry, you are, I guess, not like up to par. I don't know what to tell you. But it's easy for you to do if you just did that one test. And you're like, I can see. You're looking at the spectrum of an Affleck head, and you'd see that it ties back to the solar system, and you could see its path. And it's one of those things where, like, they take telescopes and look at Affleck, and they can see how long it took the collision course for him to arrive here on planet Earth with that friggin' head. I told you, he is the savior of the planet, though. Some people call him the second coming. I'm like, no. He's not the second coming. He is just saving the planet from exploding, asteroid to planet, connection. It doesn't happen because of the Affleck. Everybody's like, how do I travel and go to the ground round again? Ground round. Thought about that today for the first time in 18 years. How do I go to the ground round? Affleck is in the way. Yeah, you got to go around a few state lines. You want to go ground round? Yeah. You got to go the ground around. You got to go to around. You want to go ground round? You got to go around Affleck. When you get to the ear, the second ear of Affleck, you see where you're at his first ear? Just go around. When you get to the second ear, you're 6 days away. You're getting close. How far am I from the second ear now? 7 years. What? Affleck. You want to go to ground round? I'm sorry. Your kids have to go to college in a few years. You can't go. Affleck's in the way. Oh, you want a chance that you can somehow get around? You got a rocket booster? What are you dealing with? You're going to take a plane? How are you going to go around Affleck? You can go over Affleck? You got a drone? Talk to me. What are we dealing with here? Because I don't understand it. The path around Affleck is a 7-year journey. You're going to somehow... I'm going to do it quicker. You're that guy, huh?
I could do it faster.
Oh, what are you going to do? A mile an hour faster? 10 miles an hour faster? I'm going to go 30 miles an hour faster. Fine. Still 6 years, 2 months, and 14 days. You're going to do that and think you're all like Hotshot McGee? Go ahead, Hotshot McGee. See if you get back and your kids are still, to meet curriculum. There. I went in there. I can't figure out what 2 + 7 is. I didn't go there. My dad took me on the freaking journey around Affleck. That was your choice. That's on you. Don't say a word to me about that. Like, oh, well, maybe I should have listened to Mark. And he should have, I should have taken his words to heart. Instead, you were that guy. I'm going to do it faster. Good luck, buddy. You came back. Everybody's like, who the freak are you? Your boss was like, dude, I fired you 6 years, 1 month and 14 days ago. Where have you been? He's like, I took my kids for a trip around Affleck. What were you thinking? You went around Affleck? What was so important you need to go around Affleck? The ground round? It was never that great a place. Oh, they played movie on the walls and you could have popcorn. Yeah, I remember. It was pretty cool. But still, you can't do that. You can't go around Affleck in less than 7 years. It's got its own gravitational pull as well. So if you bring any metal specifically, it's death trap. A few people had issues. And they have medical staff that travel the, 7-year journey as well. Because they know some people are going to have issues. A couple births, don't forget, there's a chance you can become impregnated by Affleck head just by the star seed system, where it's just kind of like he's a planet and everything's like around him as planet stuff, and you get the star seed thing, and all of a sudden you've got an Affleck. It's an Affleck kid. I don't know how that head fit in your belly. We still can't figure it out. Science Journal is what we were talking. Is maybe we'll call the journal and have them take a photo when that freaking head comes out. It's like a blimp. How did that happen? We don't know. Remember how a snake opens up its mouth? Something weird happened there with that head. That head. Whew, wow. Affleck 2. You want to figure out how they counterbalance each other on a planet this small? I'm saying small because if you went up close, if you walked up 5 feet away from Affleck and you tried to take it all in, you get a nostril. That's all you get. You get one nostril. You're like, oh, what the? It's a nostril. And then you're like, oh, I got to move. I got to go out. You got to bring the focus back. I gotta go. I can't be 5 feet away from this guy. How do they shoot his head? Oh, 184 cameras. Oh, I get it. You step back like 300 yards. You got this much of his face at 300 yards. You're like, oh my goodness, that's Ben Affleck. All this stuff out here, you needed to go out a mile to catch it all with just like a normal like gaze. Oh, look, there's Ben Affleck. Like that. And what the weird thing is, this is the weirdest part. You're a mile away, but it's almost like he's right in your face. Look, we're all dealing with it. That couple with the kids on their way to school. Let's detour around Affleck. Dad, I got calculus that too. Oh, don't worry about it, son. We'll be quick. They didn't see the sign. There's a sign there. 7-year journey. Buckle up. Look, I can't change reality, you know? And if you really are that into ground round and you want to go to the only one left and you're like, I'm going to get there, you're going one way or the other. 7 years either way. Oh, and you know, this time I'm going to go south. The weather's better if you went south. Like, what were you thinking the first time? First time, you're like, I'm going around this way ear to ear. When you got to the ear on the other side, you went through 7 blizzards. Let's see, 7 years. So 7 blizzards, you had that earthquake situation. I don't know if you remember that. You drove through that year. And it was a year of earthquakes in that one section of Affleck Head. And you finally get there 7 freaking years later. You remember how many times the kids were saying to you, Dad, why didn't you take the southern route? Why didn't you take the southern route? They had a poster made. Bumper stickers. They put it on the back of the car. Dad, why didn't you take the southern route? It went down in history as a family joke. They should have taken the southern route. It wouldn't have been a bumper sticker then. It would have just been like they would have, they would have gone. They would have enjoyed the southern weather. Oh, I got a lemonade. I was driving and somebody was there selling lemonade on the street. Yeah. You're not getting that in the north. No, they throw it at you. Oh, you looked at me wrong. Whoa. Okay, buddy, I'm just doing this now. You didn't look at me at all. You can't win, right? Down south, you still get the, hi there, how you doing? Come on in, I'll get you some lemonade. I got that freaking lemonade second time through. They're like, and that's why we got the bumper sticker idea. We're like, look, we need to bumper sticker this. Dad, why didn't you take the southern route? And then on the bottom, by Menon. Oh my goodness. I'm out of my freaking mind. Affleck. That head though, guys, seriously. Like, I don't know what to do with it. Some people have like a secondary journey. I don't know if you know about this. But if you decided you wanted to take the 7-year journey and get to the second ear, there's an amusement park ride. Yeah. You take it's steps. You have to go to walk up the side and go up to the top of Ben Affleck's ear. Whatever ear you go to, you're climbing up the back end. There's a set of stairs there. This is done like very similar to how they did the Mount Rushmore. I mean, you're walking up and you got the stairs all the way up the back of the ear. And then as you get here, it's almost like the log flume. Yeah, you're log fluming it all the way down Affleck. And it's a kind of a good breakup because if you're one of the people, like the people who had the education system, I'm going to bring my kids home. They want to somehow meet someone and have a family on their own, right? Whatever. 7 years, you needed a 7-year journey back to get them home. 14 years later, they showed up. Nobody was interested. None. Yeah, she was 34 and everybody got married. Like that was a weird time in history.